Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't broadcast this, but due to all of the publicity that it's had in the press, it seems a great many of you want to hear it. Well, I warn you, I have bleeped out the bad language as best I can, yet it's still not for the faint-hearted. And it seems that from the very beginning, their inane childishness, well, eventually got out of hand. And at the end of the interview, you'll hear them actually ripping out the microphone cables. Anyway, you'll hear what happened. I believe the interview started with their own opinion of their music. I may be wrong.
And
Stop it, this is serious.
Right, okay.
Yes, probably will be. We've got VENOM in the studio tonight.
What a liar.
Are there actually people in the Northeast that you think like your music?
Me?
Me dad?
No, my dad's went off it now. Doesn't like it.
Well, I don't like it.
No, I'm on Alan's side. I don't like it.
So can we say,
Alan adopts it. He's our hero.
with the release of the first album, was it expected of you then to go out and tour in the Northeast? Were you, Jeff, expecting to gig?
Jeff?
Oh, Jeff?
Simon?
Oh, yeah, Simon.
Simon.
No. Simon Lee Mustache.
We were not.
No, we were not.
We were expected to...
How intelligent.
No,
I know.
no, we always said that we'd never gig in the Northeast.
Right, that's it. No more seriousness.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right. No,
So why not, though? Because you have criticised the Northeast from a rock point of view in the press before.
Well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, a few years ago, the Northeast was, I suppose, like the capital of England for heavy metal. I used to go to the City Hall and see like all the Judas Priests and everything. Everybody used to go crazy, you know. And I mean, the last time I was at the City Hall, you know,
Who was it that you went to see?
I want to see Kiss the last time, and I expected like
Hordes
you know,
of folk.
hordes and hordes of people, you know.
1,000 people in.
Kiss weren't even there.
There's all these bumps.
No, but we always said if you stop playing in the clubs, I reckon you get stuck there. Plus the fact they wouldn't have us in the clubs.
Super glue on the stage, and now you walk on and you're
I'm the intelligent part of the band. You might have.
As you can see, this is the intelligent one
behind the.
This is the one that the field mastermind. What? No question, Alan.
Only went on
Right.
mastermind because you couldn't be a taxi driver.
That's it.
Was there ever a question
That's doing it in the middle of Eldon Square.
making your name elsewhere the same way that Def Leppard did, and then coming back to the City Hall as up to say, "Stuffius, we've made it after all"?
No.
No.
Yes. Actually, that's the only way we could do it.
Yes.
To go somewhere else and make a name and then come back and do it as part of a tour.
He's full of and he's a drummer.
I am sure. Like I say, I don't know.
On insulting people in the Northeast who they are still the centre for heavy metal.
This planet sucks.
I mean, we've got favourite audiences like Holland, you know. That's got to be the place for us, you know, across Europe. Excellent. I mean, as far as not gigging in the Northeast goes, or not gigging at all, we always says, from the outset it was always like, we'll use everything we can on stage, or we'll not do it at all, and we'll headline, or we won't play. We wouldn't
That must have
support
been a
anybody.
difficult thing to say, though, right at the very beginning.
It has been. I mean, the European tour that we did in February, I mean, that was like the first big venture into Europe. More or less, it was like, you can't swim, chuck yourself in the deep end and see what happens.
Wrong.
And that's what we did.
So
We could have sunk or we swam.
Yes.
Oh, well, we swam, you know. That was it.
You can't swim. Tell all these millions of people he can swim. He's a liar. Don't listen to him. Turn your radios off.
This is Kermit the Mantis.
Rewind.
Get out.
Accepting the fact that you weren't totally happy with your first album.
Why?
That was brilliant.
It was gigantic.
Your best seller.
Really?
Bloody marvelous.
12 inches of molten mayhem.
Right.
I've got an ashtray made up.
I just go home and my head.
No, that album was originally demo tapes, believe it or not. We just went in to do demo tapes, and Dave Wood at Neat Records. Neat, plug, give me money, Dave. Yeah.
Get some cash, Dave.
He said, get yourself upstairs and do an album. So that was it.
Oh, dear.
3 days, recorded, mixed, packaged.
But there was nobody else doing the same type of music that VENOM were putting forward.
Well, that's
still
really
isn't.
true. I mean, no, there still isn't. I mean, you get all the shit that's piling up now, calling themselves black metal bands. I mean,
Bleep.
who Who in the world was a black metal band before we were? We coined the phrase. We had an album called Black Metal. And
We had coins?
Started it off. I had some coins. I mean, even to the stages like all the Metallicas and everything now, all the thrash metal.
Shut up!
It's what we were doing 3 years ago, you know? I mean, they haven't progressed any. We progressed through 3 albums onto the 4th, which is a progression from the last.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to... They're all sticking.
I would have lost my way.
I'm fucking right. I was locked up with that one. Alright, what was the third one? What are we doing?
Can you write it out for us later on?
The progression from the progressed progressed further than actually the first one, which wasn't a progression at all, because it was the first.
That was a progroin.
That was a prog.
Oh, a prog.
A prog.
It was a progression
That's a
from what you
prog
hadn't
spread.
done
Progression
before.
from sort of
American
basically.
prog,
Yeah.
innit?
That's right, a prog. Nothing whatsoever to do with music. Sure, I went punch him. That's what he said.
Well, a lot of people...
Wine T has always been our favourite group. Sorry,
Top on Drew.
so we can't really put them down.
Right, but they're the only one.
They're the only band. I think I'd say that the main thing was when my mother was in hospital and she was bad.
Right,
And the band actually sent over some money to take her out of hospital and to pay for the hospital bills and I'd just like to take this advantage to say like thanks to the lads, to all the guys within YT. And
Do you find though, you say that they're the only band that you're not going to have, that you don't usually have a go at. Why, for example, Ligs backstage? I hear that people who want to get backstage to a Venom gig simply don't.
No, we don't like, simply because of the fact we don't like Liggers. I hate the Liggers.
the whole point, we don't go to leagues. We don't.
Yeah.
The whole point of a band going silly backstage and breaking the place up and all this sort of stuff is alien to us. You know, we go out the front and we break the gear up and we break the crowd up and we break ourselves up.
Go backstage and die.
Then we go backstage and die. We go backstage and we're just out of it. We don't have everybody still coming in going, hi, how are you? And how's this sort of bullshit?
So is that one of the reasons why other bands don't particularly say complimentary things about Venom?
Very probably, yeah. We've got sort of to say about other bands.
Well, I mean,
know
any band that's got the
energy.
energy to go to a party and smash a dressing room up and smash a hotel up after a gig just hasn't given 100% on stage.
I think so.
You know?
Well, what about bands like Man of War who have
furry boots and nappies? Will you march with us on Manchester, Captain America?
they think, rightly or wrongly, that they're doing what you're doing?
Quite possibly.
Why did the band, from a management point of view, agree to do the interview, though, if you were just going to talk about the way you have? Because really, you've been conducting a conversation between yourselves more than anything else.
The interview.
You know, that's like ridiculous.
It's like, well, the top of the pile at neat, but if you go to AMI, you're number whatever. On
No, that's right, yeah.
Do you think, though, from your point of view, okay, you can draw huge audiences and but look at what you've put down on record so far. Do you not think that you're expecting a little bit too much too soon?
What do you mean? I mean, we've been going 4 years. We've done 4 albums. How many albums is Frankie Barretta done?
How many records has he sold?
I mean,
surely what you've got to realise is that if I hear Bad Language, going to take the record
well,
off.
you never listen to the records. I mean, not every track has got a swear word.
Let's set this
We don't swear on everything, you know.
A band's only as good as its worst track, though.
So maybe we've got a couple of tracks. We've got a couple of tracks where we're going a bit crazy. Fair enough. Just so I really don't think you're interested in the band. I don't think you're interested in how this band
Out
does.
of all the LPs we've made, I mean, there's always one stupid track on that's full of and whatever, right? But I mean,
And your argument is that I picked that.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
played them really right at the beginning. You played
But
the
that's
disco
only on
bit
one
then.
occasion.
Right, that's it.
That's right.
I played a lot more tracks than that over the course of the years.
I really don't think you give a damn how the band goes. I think if I think we could turn around. We could be doing the most commercial stuff. I really don't
the
think
big thing about this interview, I think, is probably to boost your ego. Say, right, I've got Venom in the studio.
Well, that's it. To boost your
Didn't bother me whether I did the interview or not.
I mean, when
power.
this interview goes out, you'll have the biggest listening audience you've ever had in your life, man.
And you know that.
A lot of people will say, what a bunch of pretentious waziks, saying things like that when you've got interviews already underway with people like Deep Purple and all the rest of it.
Right.
Well, why did you agree to do it if it wasn't a question of boosting your egos as well?
Because you're paying for it.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
You said you were going to pay.
You said you were going to pay.
We are going to get money.
You said we were we're not getting paid for this.
We don't pay bands to come in. They come in if they want to sell their
What's that
records.
taking the manager?
I mean, if you want to live in a fantasy world, you can do it.
Oh, yeah, we live in a fantasy world all the time, you know.
Marjorie Brooks Robson, yeah.
Harlan Wayne Robson, well, what else do you want to give?
Right, come on, what else you got? What worms was sent you?
I got sent some worms from
There were
them.
lovely worms that took me all day to dig them.
Lovely black
I was
worms.
up until 3 o'clock in the morning digging them worms.
I
black
also got
worms.
sent a bag of puke, and I suppose you...
That was him. You got a bag of...
Do you honestly think this is the way you're going to win more fans?
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to do more
Because there'll be
interviews.
people out there who are themselves laughing at this interview right now.
What do you think you're playing?
That's just done. Hold on, point. Hold there, hold on, leave it, children. Program in the world. Get out, Ginge. Get out.
And at that, they actually ripped out the cord to the microphones.